In fact, if I go in here where I live in Colombia to the street and I say to someone that I play a game where you buy an outfit for a digital character that doesn't exist in the real world, even if it was $10, it will be the stupidest shit they have ever heard in their life. So guys, I have this video here. Yes, from the infamous PirateSoftware, right? Thor. And he talked about Path of Exile 2. How the fuck am I not going to react to this if he's talking about Path of Exile? I react to everything related to Path of Exile. So this video got recommended to me by the almighty algorithm from YouTube, and it is called POE2's microtransaction. PirateSoftware clips. It is only 6 minutes. Let's see what he has to say in here, because this is obviously related to the Path of Exile shop. It says macro-transaction, and it is a picture of the shop in here. So let's see what he has to say in here.
See, here's the thing. I think Path of Exile is one of the few games that I would actually buy cosmetics in. Legitimately so.
True! Based! I know you guys hate PirateSoftware, but this is true. Since he's saying macro-transaction in there and I react to that microtransaction a lot, I am inclined to call him that microtransaction. But no, it is PirateSoftware. PirateSoftware, dude. What the fuck? Okay. I know you guys don't like PirateSoftware because of all the drama there has been or whatever. But this is true. Path of Exile is one of the games that is so ethical with the how they handle their business that, hey, people support them and they buy the stuff, right? So based so far. Let's see what else he has to say in here.
And I think the reason why is because, like, I get so much value out of this game and they never charge you for shit.
Exactly. Hey, dude, you can't disagree with that. Guys, you can't disagree with that. It doesn't matter if you don't like Thor. This shit is true. Let's go.
They're so expensive. Are they really bad? Let me look. How much is it for that? $650? So that's $650. I don't like when a game says total item value, though. Gonna be completely honest. I think that is like a shitty business practice when it says total item value, because they set the value of the item.
This is also true, guys. I know that you guys have not seen that arc from me because you guys are here for Path of Exile 2. But when I used to play Marvel Snap, which is a mobile gacha game bullshit, pay-to-win shit, I used to discuss a lot pay-to-win in games, the strategies game developers use to trick the user into spending money or more money into their games. And this is one of that strategies. This, even though you cannot like PirateSoftware, and yes, I like GGG, and they are awesome compared to other companies in how they handle the business. We know this and we want to support them. But this is true. When they say total item value in here, this is a strategy to make you purchase the thing and you feel like you are getting a discount. But all this pricing is arbitrary. They are anchoring the price, and this is an actual terminology that they use in business that is called anchoring. They are anchoring in your brain, in your mind, the item value at 945 so that you feel that you are getting a discount and you get it at 650. But all this shit is a digital asset that costs nothing. It has no intrinsic value. They are deciding what the value is. But this has no value. They are arbitrarily choosing the value. And then they are telling you, hey, I am giving it to you for cheaper. But you are deciding that shit. You are not giving me nothing for cheaper. This is a digital asset. You know? So yes, this is a strategy that, again, in terms of dark pattern strategies, bullshit monetization strategies, GG is not even in the top 80% of bullshit. But this is still a strategy. It is a free game, though. That's how they can justify it. That's how all of them justify it. But when you really look into it, it is not a justification. Again, I come from bullshit like Marvel Snap, and wow, that has a bullshit monetization too. They charge you for the game, they charge you for your subscription, and on top of that, have a shop. That is bullshit, right? So I come from games with bullshit monetization. I love how Path of Exile handles things. I don't need to spend money on anything, and you are happy, right? So I don't think that I am saying that GG is doing bullshit stuff in here. I am not. But I also have to be objective. This tactic is a common shop tactic to make people think that they are getting a deal and buy bullshit, and it is not really a deal, right? It is just that. But again, being free doesn't justify it. All the fucking gacha games where people spend thousands and thousands of dollars are free. Do you think it is justified? Diablo Immortal is free, and people have accounts in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Does that justify it? No, it is bullshit pay-to-win monetization. It doesn't justify it. For Path of Exile, that is not pay-to-win gacha bullshit, you can kind of justify it, but it is not necessarily because it is free. It has other things attached to being free.
That's a ruse to part you from your money. Just set a bundle price. You know, like...
Exactly, this is true. Why do you have to tell me this instead of just putting a price in there? You are doing it to try to trick me into buying more. Like, ooh, I have to buy it because it is less expensive. It is arbitrary, man. This is a classic strategy, by the way. This is not like only GG does it. Classic strategy.
Wait,
and this is done in real life too. Games exploit it more. But anytime you go to a shop and they are like, 20% discount on everything, and you say, brother, 20% discount, let's fucking go. They are increasing the baseline bullshit, so with the 20% you are still paying what they want you to pay, right? And the 20% is an advertisement. Same bullshit, same bullshit.
$65? Wait, what? What? Is that seriously $65?
Yes, it is.
That's too much. That's way too much. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If that was $5, I'd get it. And I guarantee there would be thousands of people that did. Hundreds of thousands of people that did. But for $65, I'm never gonna buy that. I would never buy that.
I also think that the stuff in the game is too expensive, by the way, guys. For me, at least, I am poor as fuck. I want to support the game. But things are fucking expensive. For example, you know what is the thing that I want the most in the shop right now? Let me show you. This. I really want this. But this is $28. I am not going to pay $28 for this shit, man. No way in hell. I like it. I want it. $28 for this shit is too much. Too much. $28 is a lot of food here in Colombia, you know. But if this shit was $5, I would already have it. I would already have it. So I do think that some stuff is really expensive. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to have several, it is even more expensive. Look at this, $40. I like it. I would like to have it. But I am not going to pay $40 for this shit, man. No way in hell. And if you say, no, they are going to do a sale and it is going to be half price. And it is only $20. $20 it is still too expensive. It is still too expensive. And I like all of these hideouts. I would love to have them. Look at this. This is nice as fuck. Nah, man, $38. Too much. Too much. So I have to agree with PirateSoftware in there. You can hate the man, and we love GGG, and we love Path of Exile. I am not talking shit. At least for me, this is too expensive. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to have these hideouts. I think the hideouts are quote-unquote good value because you spend a lot of time looking at your hideout. I don't like the cosmetics that much for the character. You could say that you look at your character all the time, but some cosmetics look, I don't know, they are too transformative, and I like looking at my character. But look at this pet looks ridiculous. I wouldn't get this because this is annoying as fuck. And it is $17 with 25% off. Too much, man. This is $63. And with 25% off, it is $45. It looks nice. Really cool armor. I am not buying this shit. You can say, like Pokimane the other day, if you're a broke boy, say so. I am a broke boy, man. I am a broke boy. But this is a digital asset that you made once, and okay, it requires work. I understand that. But why does it cost $31? You know? Why does it have to cost $31 fucking dollars? Can it be just $10 and we all get it? You know what I'm saying? The MTX has always been expensive. That is not an excuse. So it has always been bulging. So because since it has been expensive all the time, it is okay that it is expensive. It is bulging. It is bullshit always. $48 just for the back. So $48 just for this shit. You can suck my dick. There is no way. Still, yes, this is expensive. But again, this is a cosmetic. You don't have to get it. You can. I didn't even know this existed, and I didn't even know the price because I don't even look at that. I just play the fucking game. I have the time of my life, right? You don't need to go there even. You don't need to open this shit ever. You can never look at this if you want to, right? So, hey, and the game is awesome. It is going to be free to play. We are right now like in early access. So yes, I agree. I am fine with it. I am fine. But I am saying something that is also true. This shit is expensive as fuck. And more people would buy it, including myself, if it was less expensive. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. I think that later we will see better sales, but they're looking at their player numbers like dollars. Yeah, it is a business at the end of the day. And again, let's be honest. Among egregious monetization and bullshit business practices, GG is not even in the top 80%. Like, GG is pretty customer friendly. Let's be honest, guys. But still, we have to call out bullshit, right? They are pretty customer friendly, but there is still some bullshit in there. Nothing is perfect, right? They need to make money too. They are a company, a corporation. I really like the supporter packs for that though. You pay a flat price and get a bunch of cosmetics and MTX points also. I never buy points, but I do buy packs. Okay, so the move is not to buy coins. Liberator of Ray class supporter pack. This has to be the most expensive one, right? $480. Motherfucker. But I also received 4,500 coins. So you receive 4,500 coins. This is a lot of fucking coins. You can buy all the fucking shop with this. For $480, you can buy a PC. I know. For $480 in Venezuela, you can buy a car. Not a very good one. A fucked up car. But still a car. You can buy a fucking car or a bike in Venezuela for $480. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is still expensive as fuck. But you could say, what we are trying to say in here is, what we are trying to establish is that it's better to buy this than to buy the coins and spend the coins. Because in here you get the coins and on top get extra content. So if you are thinking about buying coins, don't buy coins. Buy a supporter pack. There has to be even a cheap one. Like this one for 300 coins. Look. I could have bought this, but I am a retard and I bought 300 coins in normal thing. So I didn't get all this shit for being a retard. You know, you are still getting the coins that you are paying for, but on top of that, getting a bunch of bullshit. I don't know, these companies do all these analytics to determine what price will make them the most profit. There has to be a big market of people who buy it at such crazy prices. Yeah, I also think they have to do a research or whatever, but you also think like, I don't know, common knowledge tells me that if this shit was half the price, more people will buy it, right? If this shit, it is $70 for me right now, but if this was $30, I would probably make an effort to try to buy it, right? But at $70, they can suck my dick. Even if I am getting the extra content, the extra value, you know. Because let's be honest, what you want is the tabs, because the tabs affect the gameplay. We want tabs to play the fucking game. Cosmetics are just something else. But if you are still paying the same money, it is better to get more than to get less, right? So this will be the correct way. And you can be upgrading more. So if I want to buy some tabs and I buy this for 30, and next month I want to do it again, I will already have upgraded it. So this one will be at 40, right? You need the cat pet that licks his balls. Isn't that like you have to open it in a mystery box? That is gacha bullshit too, by the way, opening mystery boxes. What is up with the mystery boxes? That is gacha shit. I know that it doesn't impact the actual game and it is just for fun, but still. From all the microtransaction games from hell, PoE is the most decent. They want you to buy the cheaper thing. The other are just there to make you want to buy the cheap thing instead. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, to be honest, what we just looked at, that you buy the supporter pack and you get the coins, like you are still getting the coins and get a bunch of bullshit on top. I like that. To be honest, I like that. I didn't know this worked like this, by the way. So you are incentivized to buy the supporter pack and you still get the coins to buy all the other bullshit that you want. Cool. You have a gambling problem, you can email GG support and they'll disable your account from buying mystery boxes. GEW. I didn't know that was a thing. Hey, that is a W because most people will say, hey, fuck you, you have to control yourself. I am not going to make you not give me money, you know? So yeah, GEW.
That's crazy to me. There'd be no reason for me to do that. A microtransaction should be micro, so that lots of people want to buy it.
Yeah, the microtransaction went out of whack a long time ago. This shit is no longer microtransactions. They want you to spend a lot of money on this shit. That is why they are called whales. And you had like a $500 skin in League of Legends, right? And I don't know, dude, you have Marvel Snap a lot of money, Pokemon Pocket a lot of money, Diablo Immortal a lot of money, Genshin Impact a lot of money. Like, this is not microtransactions anymore, dude.
Because it costs you nothing to deliver it after it's been created. You have an infinite number of them to sell. Selling them for $65 is rough, dude. No, it's to support them? Every purchase is to support them. I'm not making a donation, I'm buying a cosmetic. Gonna be honest, right? Like, that
is also true what he just stated in there. I am not making a donation, I am buying a cosmetic. And it is true. We want to support GGG. GGG is awesome. But this is a purchase. Let's be honest in here, guys. It's a purchase. Like, if you want to give them money, you can do it. But this is a purchase. And a lot of people don't see it as I am going to support them. I am paying, I want my shit. In fact, what is one of the most common complaints people have with the game right now? That they pay the $30 for the early access and GGG is not updating the game or whatever, or treating the game in certain way. And they are saying, no, but I paid the $30. And people say, no, but it is early access. I don't give a fuck. I paid $30. People are already using this excuse. So people see it as I am paying. You have to treat this the correct way. So he has a point. He has a point in here. And yes, we want to support GGG. I wish I had more money to support. And I also get the stuff. I get my tabs, my bullshit. But it is a purchase. At the end of the day, it is a purchase.
Check the other items. All right.
We have to say in here too that what he was saying in here is that he's buying a bunch of, like, not a single thing, but it is like a bundle for a lot of skill effects, right? You could, I am not defending it because it is still expensive as fuck, but it is not just one single thing. It was just like a whole bundle of effects.
$18 for a single portal.
Exactly. $18 for a portal is expensive as fuck. I won't buy that shit. But if you buy the supporter packs and now you have a bunch of coins around and you already have all the stash tabs you want, then yeah, you buy the portals. Like, looking at it that way, I can see it. But paying the $18 directly for this, fuck that.
Nah, it's too much, man. Yeah, these are way too much. These are way too much. Like, way too much.
But I think it is priced with that in mind. I think that now that I saw that, I think that the pricing is there with that in mind. They are thinking, don't buy this directly. Don't buy the coins to buy this. Buy the supporter pack, and with the coins we give you with the supporter pack, buy other stuff. I think they are pricing this according to that. It's still expensive. It's still expensive. But I think that is what the way they are looking at it. Because I am still not buying the supporter packs. They are still expensive for me too. You know?
Yeah. It's a free game? No, you have to pay for it right now. As much as people say it's free to play eventually. I bought the game.
Exactly. It is free to play eventually. Right now you buy the game. But still, I said it earlier. Being free to play doesn't justify it. Because then you are justifying all the bullshit gacha games that are free to play and then they screw you over with the monetization. Not an excuse in my opinion.
Game. Right? Look under packs. Okay, that's sick looking. Gonna be honest.
It looks cool. They look cool. Let's be honest. The sets look cool as fuck, dude.
That's cool. I like that. What is a tracking scroll of hunting? I don't even know what that does. Mystery box. Is that a loot box? I don't like loot boxes. Okay, so the basic idea is you never want to buy currency on its own.
Exactly, he's also getting it. I didn't know this, by the way. But yes, this is the way. That is the idea. You never buy the currency that way. You buy the supporter pack, and then you get the points, and you can do the shit. That is the idea. And maybe they priced everything related to that. But still, they are expensive. $60 for a supporter pack. It's a lot of money for me, dude. Lot of money for me. But it makes it that you understand more how this whole shit works. I like Path of Exile 2 in the sense that you can play the game to its fullest extent without doing it. And that is why Path of Exile is one of the coolest games in terms of monetization. And I fully support GEE. I have been saying it already. I don't want to get misrepresented in here because we are talking about monetization. Dude, I come from bullshit games in terms of monetization. Path of Exile 2 is not a bullshit game in terms of monetization, in my opinion. Talking about bullshit monetization in other games. But there is still some bullshit that we can call out, right? And yes, you can play the game to its fullest extent without... This season I am playing. I played 0.1, 0.2, I am playing 0.3. And as you can see, I didn't know any of this existed. Because I don't even open the shop. And I have played the game. I have beaten the game in several classes. Everything doesn't matter. You can do everything, right? But at the same time, also because every game does it, that is also not an excuse. Because I remember when I played Marvel Snap, that was an excuse that people told me. No, Magic the Gathering Arena does it. And Hearthstone does it. And whatever other game does it. Not an excuse. If everyone is doing something bad, it is still bad. It is still bad. I don't give a fuck if everyone is doing it. It is still bad, right? You don't have to do it, but they are doing little things so that you spend money. I get it. And to be honest, they are not overly pushy either. Like, they could be insanely more pushy, by the way, because as I said, I never go to this screen. I don't give a fuck what is happening in here. Other companies will notify you. Will open up every time you go into the game. Boom, the shop pops up. Or they will make you go to the shop to claim some bullshit. Or you want to look at your stash. Boom, have the shop right here, right? GE doesn't force it on you. You go to the shop if you want. If you don't want to look at the shop, you don't look at the shop. I appreciate that. Cool. So yes, again, in terms of bullshit, GE is doing the less amount of bullshit. But there is still some bullshit here and there, right?
You don't want to buy a currency on its own. You want to get supporter packs, is effectively what you guys
Yeah,
are saying.
exactly. Yeah.
Right? Most people buy stash tabs.
And I am learning this myself tonight. And from now on, whenever I want to buy coins, to buy stash tabs for whatever reason, now I know I will have to do this. I fucked up when I bought the map tab, buying the normal coins instead of buying this shit. But hey, you learn from your mistakes, right?
I bought the game. When I bought the game, they actually gave me a whole bunch of currency, and I think I got all stash tabs with it. Like, I got a currency tab, an essences tab.
You got all that shit just from buying the game, which is also cool, by the way. Because let's be honest, guys, they could have made it that $30 only gets you the game, and on top of that, you have to buy the stash tabs. And people would have done it still, and they didn't do it that way. So I will still give props to GG when they deserve it. And they deserve it there. You know what else they deserve it? That all microtransactions are usable in both PoE 1 and PoE 2. That is a W right there. You go and you play fucking FIFA 2025 and then FIFA 2026 and you have to buy again all your shit. It doesn't carry over. For example, to give an example of one game. So that is cool about GG. Everything carries over. Fine. Nice. WGG.
Uniques, and I think a guild stash is what I did with the currency that I got from my pre-order of the video game. There are loot boxes, yes. I don't like loot boxes at all. Like, I don't
fuck loot boxes.
I don't think that Path of Exile 2 is bad value. Don't get me wrong there, but I do think that you will probably make more money if you make cosmetics not $65. They do weekend sales.
I agree with that completely. Dude, I don't think that Thor is saying, I know, it's his store or what, but he's not saying anything crazy in here. He's again acknowledging that Path of Exile 2 is great value because you get the game, you get the coins, you get the stash tabs, free game, you don't need to buy anything if you don't want to. We are awesome. Everything is cool. Let's fucking go. But it is true that bullshit in the shop is expensive. Again, it is because we are incentivized to buy the supporter pack. Still.
They do weekend sales where stuff is discounted. Well, fair. Right? I just don't...
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people in the world are going through economic upheaval right now. If you are making cosmetics for $65, you're going to miss out on a lot of purchases that otherwise could go through.
A lot of my friends have not even played Path of Exile 2 because there is a $30 entry cost to it. Imagine buying a skin for $60. None of my friends will do that. No one will do that I know in real life, you know. In fact, if I go in here where I live in Colombia to the street and I say to someone that I play a game where you buy an outfit for a digital character that doesn't exist in the real world, even if it was $10, it will be the stupidest shit they have ever heard in their life. Why the fuck would I spend $10 on a digital outfit to a character that doesn't exist? Are you stupid? Are you a retard buying that? That is what they would tell me, brother. That is the truth. That is the truth. Right? So, yes, they are pricing out a lot of the world's population with this decision.
Stabilize your prices, make them affordable. The grand majority of people will buy them without batting an eye if it's $5. You know? I'd rather have 13 people buy it for $5 than one guy buy it for 65. Because
I agree with that.
What a lot of people don't realize about cosmetics like that is the moment you see another person with a cosmetic, it's an advertisement for that cosmetic. Do you want to have one person with it, or do you want to have...
Why do you think I want to have the Dreadnought hideout? Or the Twisted Domain hideout? Or the Turtle hideout in PoE 1? Because I visited someone's hideout for trading, and I saw the hideout, and I said, this shit is cool. I want to have this shit. It is cool. You know, it is indeed an advertisement when you see another person with it. This is completely true.
13 people with it if you're making the same amount of money. And you don't want that barrier of entry to be the same as a AAA game. I know it's
Brother,
about
I am
whales.
agreeing with
I
Torin
don't
here.
agree with the approach, if that makes sense. Scarcity breeds value. It does for some people. I'll give you an example. South Korea and China, that is exactly how it works. Remember the League of Legends skin that was $500?
Hey, I talked about that earlier.
The $500 League of Legends skin, right? A lot of people in the West, the United States, Europe, shit-talked it. It sold, I think it was something like $3 million in the first couple of hours or some shit. And the reason why is because in South Korea and in China, the general standard is you can't buy that, you're poor.
Which is true, but at the same time, you are also an idiot. Like, I can be a fucking millionaire. Well, I don't know. Maybe if I have too much money and I don't give a fuck. But if I pay $500 for a skin in a game, in League of Legends, I feel like an idiot. You know? Like, what the fuck?
It's an opposite approach. It's if you bought the expensive thing, that guy's cool. And in the United States and kind of in Europe, you bought that thing, you're an idiot.
Exactly, so, that is what I was saying. That is what I was saying. Like, what the fuck are you buying an Ahri, and it is an Ahri skin. If it was for a cool champion, but an Ahri skin for $500, and maybe you are dog shit with Ahri, and you play her 1 out of 10 games, what the fuck are you doing with your life, man? You are an idiot at that point, right?
Different cultural thing between those two regions. Yeah, cultural variance, exactly. How big is Path of Exile in Asia?
I think it is
very
big.
Asia in general, expensive things give prestige. Exactly what I'm talking about.
I think it is very big, very big.
How big is Path of
But
Exile?
they also have localized prices for China. I think that is one of the things they said recently when they did the interview, the showcase in China, that the game was a lot of things are going to be cheaper there. Am I crazy? Maybe I am misinformed or misremembering. But I think that the prices for China are localized. Path of Exile is huge in China, but the prices are localized, as far as I know.
South Korea and China. Because it makes me wonder if they're doing that kind of an approach because it's bigger there, if that makes sense. How much does each individual cosmetic cost? The supporter pack looked like it had 20 different outfits. Oh yeah, the supporter pack is definitely better value. Hello.
Yeah, 100%. We agree.
Doesn't Tencent own GGG? I don't know. I think they do. I think there's some attachment.
Yeah, they do.
Let me find out.
I don't think that is what makes it bullshit. I don't think that it is. I know that we want to blame the big bad corporation, Tencent or whatever. As far as I have seen, Tencent is kind of hands off, and this has been their business model for a while, even before Tencent, right? So I don't think that is what is going on. In fact, I think that if Tencent was trying to push bullshit, then we would have bullshit monetization that, again, I don't think Path of Exile 2 has, or Path of Exile in general. Path of Exile has really fair monetization, in my opinion. We are just calling out that these price points specifically are high, right?
Does Tencent own GGG?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, Tencent owns Grinding Gear Games. Makes sense. Yep.
He doesn't know. He doesn't probably know that this is new and this was like that even before Tencent acquired GE, right? But still, okay.
All right.
It is better, in my opinion, it is better if people think that the bullshit comes from Tencent than from GE, because that, in a way, protects GE, right? So I am fine with that.
Do I think that's a bad thing? Not really. Do I care much? Not really.
Exactly. Again, guys, we have like, if you are seeing this on YouTube, I am probably cutting up a lot of bullshit in here. Guys, I've been watching this video for over an hour in the live stream. So, we've been talking a lot about this, but this is, again, pretty inconsequential. Doesn't affect the game that much. You can continue playing. GE has fair monetization overall compared with other companies. We are just talking bullshit about the game. Yes, there is a lot of expensive stuff that unfortunately I would like to get and I am not getting. But not the end of the world. I have beaten the game multiple times with multiple characters without spending money. So, hey, fine by me, my man. GG is still good, pretty good in my book. So, let's fucking go.
Playing the game? No. Is it going to get me to stop playing the game? No.
Exactly. There is no way I stop playing. I am addicted to this shit.
Doesn't really matter to me.
Doesn't
At the
really
end of the
matter.
day,
Yep,
it's approaches to monetization, and it's one that, as somebody who lives in the United States, don't really agree with it.
Okay. Hey, man, let's be honest in here, guys. That was a good video, man. That was a good video. Nothing like of big consequence, but brother, I learned something new today about the shop in Path of Exile, so that was cool by me. Okay. Still, GGW, my man. And thank you, PirateSoftware, for the video. I know PirateSoftware bad or whatever. This was a good video, man. What do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? Am I a genius? Let me know everything in the comments below. I love reading comments even when they don't agree with me. Also, remember to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. God bless ya. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.